I'm dressed, I'm about to go to work, but before I get in the car, I want to make a quick video. I am an essential federal employee. I am going to work. I am not getting paid until they figure a budget out. So many people have become so detached from humanity, so ignorant of the plight of Americans that are not them. Be that a certain kind of employee, a certain kind of race, a certain kind of religion, a certain kind of political party, that we've all lost the plot. As a federal employee, I find it strange that I have to remind people that I am human, that I have a daughter, I have a mortgage I have to pay for. I am not some succubus on your tax dollar. There have been so many comments to some of my videos that either are directly saying it or other federal employees saying that they've heard people with the same sentiment, that we need to clean out the riffraff in the government or something to that degree. Every single nation on the planet has government employees. They're working with roads and infrastructure, education, medical, anything that has to do with regulating poisons in our food, medicines that we're going to be taking, public benefits, whatever it may be. The United States is no different. And even if we scaled our government down to a extreme degree, there would still be federal employees needed. The military. The people that you are on the internet telling them that they deserve what's happening to them are people that are working for agencies that you benefit from now or will benefit from at some point in your life. They're working for Social Security, the VA, NASA, the CDC, the FDA. They're government contractors for your military, the IRS. They're just citizens, United States citizens, working for government agencies that you are likely being directly impacted by on the daily. They have families, they have bills to pay. And whether or not you think that these agencies should or should not exist is irrelevant. They do exist today. They are staffed by United States citizens who are very stressed about making their bills today. Some are going to work, some are furloughed, but none are getting paid. Imagine if that were to happen to you. Imagine you're a civilian employee and you're working for one of the big companies that have like a monopoly on shit. You know, maybe you work for Walmart or Target or Amazon, and the federal government decides to pass a law requiring that they cut half their workforce effective next week. You didn't do anything. These companies are putting mom and pop shops nationwide out of business. They're fucking evil. They're raising prices, blaming inflation or pandemics, and then not decreasing them once the situation has subsided. They're recording record profits. Like, these companies are evil. But imagine that you work for one and something happens where effective immediately, there's no pay. Is it the fault of the cogs in the wheel? Should they just not go paid? Should they not be able to make their bills? Be reasonable. Use your head. Use your hearts. Why are we all so angry at each other? Government employees, at least the ones that I know, and I am a federal employee, I was a military wife who worked on a base, so I know many federal employees. And in fact, many of them are actually military spouses. Many of these federal agencies, whenever they do get hiring authority, it's often hiring authority for military spouses so that we can ensure that even through moves, relocations, military spouses can find work. We need to be nicer. We are tired. I can't speak for all of the agencies, but I can say personally, my agency is supposed to be staffed. Every 10 years, they're supposed to rerun the numbers of population and staff accordingly. I live in an area that over the last 20 years, the population has exploded. And we have not received a reallocation for hires. And in fact, we have not hired anybody in 5 years. We've had people retire. Very important people in our office retire, up to management, down to the lowest rung of people. We're tired. We are short-staffed. There was a New York Times article, I believe, about my agency that spoke of the morale going so low that many of our employees are having to go on medications. Medications for ADHD, medications for high blood pressure, medications for anxiety. We are hurting. We were hurting before October 1st. I am personally impacted by that low morale. It has not been easy. But many of us have time in service that we are trying to get to a certain level of being vested into retirement systems so that we can live comfortable lives during retirement. I'm 4.5 years away from being vested, having access to a retirement plan at some point. Quitting isn't an intelligent option. Unfortunately, sticking it out and being stressed is my only option. Many of us love our agencies. Many of us are attached to our agencies. We're attached to our coworkers. Many of us believe that we're doing good work, that we're helping Americans. Many of us are doing more to help Americans than those of you that are on the internet telling us that we can get fucked. Use your heads. Use your hearts. Please think of us as human before you hop on the internet and say shitty things. That's it. I gotta go to work. Have a good day, guys.